Take a deep breath in. And as you breathe in that slow, long, relaxing breath. And as you exhale, feel a wonderful sense of release. As tension starts to feel like it's leaving your body in your outward breath. Breathing in resourceful relaxation and exhaling anything that feels that it doesn't belong. That could be tension in your jaw. It could be a thought that's been ruminating, or a feeling in your gut. Just allow any of those things that aren't useful to feel like they're melting away and leaving your body in your outward breath, enabling you to feel like you're drifting off to a place where wonderful changes happen naturally. Breathing in and breathing out. Feeling comfortable, supported. Feeling tension leaving your body. And with each breath, feel yourself sinking deeper into a moment of calm and stillness. Feel ripples of relaxation starting at the top of your head and rippling down your forehead, your cheeks, your jaw, and into your neck and your shoulders, down into your arms. And maybe you could imagine the ripples on still water. That relaxation rippling down into your chest, down into your gut, down into your legs, all the way down to your toes. And I want you to use the power of your imagination to imagine yourself on a serene, sandy beach. The sand feels warm beneath your feet, and the gentle sound of waves soothes your mind. Perhaps the horizon stretches infinitely before you. And with every step, you feel lighter, calmer, and more grounded, as though each step releases anything that no longer serves you. And out on the waves, just imagine a small sailboat gliding effortlessly across the water. Notice the color of the sails, the shape of the boat, and the speed that it travels. See the sailboat moving steadily, carried by the wind, and maybe bobbing up and down on the gentle rhythm of the waves. And even though you're on the sandy beach, imagine what it would be like to be relaxing on the sailboat. Imagine the movement of your body, and imagine a place on that sailboat that would enable you to feel away from it all. And if you want, because this is your imagination, you can slow down the wind, anchor the boat, or feel the exhilaration of it moving forward. However you want the boat to be is exactly as it will be. Maybe there's a smell in the air, that salt seawater, maybe warmth of the sun on your skin, and connect with a feeling of peace, freedom, but also a sense of direction. A sailboat is always going somewhere. I want you to get a sense that just as a boat has a destination, you have a purpose. And what if connected to your purpose is to have a positive impact on people? Anything that takes you towards that destination will give you emotional clues. Even anxiety is a positive clue if it shows that this matters to you. Some people try stuff with a shrug, a who cares attitude. They don't have anxiety because they couldn't care less. A bit of anxiety keeps people on their toes. Too much has them running away. I want you to get a sense that nothing will deter you from your purpose. Enjoy being on that boat, feeling relaxed, breathing longer and deeper, feeling like you're drifting off to a deep place in your subconscious mind. I want you to get a sense that you are activating a new level of trust. Trust that you are capable of navigating your own journey to the destination or direction most fulfilling for you. And with every breath, feel yourself becoming lighter and more relaxed, and more open to the possibilities that lie ahead. And maybe you can steer your sailboat into a quiet cove with a sandy beach with the occasional rock pools. And imagine noticing something that captures your attention on the shore. A small hermit crab making its way along the sand. But this hermit crab has outgrown its current shell. The shell it's lived in for so long that's protected it, kept it safe, and served its purpose. But now it's too small. And maybe for a moment you could imagine being that hermit crab, feeling the shell is too tight and restrictive, no longer allowing any room to grow. And the crab knows that in order to step into its next evolution, the next stage of life, it must leave behind this old shell and seek a new one that's fit for purpose for its evolving self. And of course, it's natural for the crab to feel vulnerable in this moment of transition, to hesitate as it steps away from what's familiar. Yet, deep down, it knows that this is part of its journey. It feels daunting to leave the shell, to be exposed. But it knows that it is capable of finding a new shell that will be stronger, more spacious, and more aligned with what it needs. So imagine being that hermit crab, where the old shell represents the parts of yourself that once served you, but no longer align with who you are becoming. This old shell has held self-doubt, overthinking, overpreparation. Perhaps the hermit crab in the old shell was shy, always running back in the shell whenever danger or risk was around the corner. They protected you once, but they are now holding you back. You've outgrown them. They no longer fit the person you are ready to become. And so, just like the hermit crab, it's time to gently and courageously leave the old shell. Imagine doing that. Of course, it feels strange and vulnerable, perhaps scary or dangerous. But as you take action, the fears go away. Feel the weight of self-doubt lifting away, the overthinking dissolving into the sand. Imagine over-preparation falling away like grains of sand. Let go of shyness, any self-criticism, and any sense of selfishness. These parts are not who you truly are. They were simply aspects of an old identity that you no longer need to carry anymore. And as you release them, feel a sense of lightness, a sense of freedom, as though you are shedding layers that kept you small. In this moment of transition, you may feel exposed, just like the hermit crab. That's not only okay, it's natural. But vulnerability is not a weakness. It's a sign of courage. A sign that you are stepping into a new version of yourself. So feel the strength within you as you navigate this space between the old and the new. Trust in your ability to grow, to adapt, and to thrive. Because a hermit crab that never leaves that very first shell becomes a prisoner of their own protection. What once kept them safe cripples them. To feel a sense of courage, adventure, a pioneer, sailing into the unknown waters of your life. And now, just as the hermit crab finds a new, more spacious shell, observe it happening. See the crab climbing into that much larger, thicker, more protective shell than before. It took a risk to find it, but it found it. Something that was just right. And I wonder if you could imagine yourself stepping into a new identity, a version of you that fits perfectly with your purpose and your vision. And notice what's missing. Self-doubt has been replaced with self-belief. The overthinking has been replaced with mindful thinking. The need to over-prepare has been replaced with a deep sense of agility and the ability to think on your feet. And this new identity holds confidence, self-trust, and the ability to set high standards with very achievable expectations. This new identity carries an ability for you to constantly improve through encouraging and coaching yourself. No failures, only feedback. Everything is an opportunity to improve and become wiser. A deep, unwavering passion for making a difference. Feel that passion within you and feel how empowering and expansive this new identity is that you're trying on for size. No shyness here. You exude confidence. And notice how this new identity allows you to step into your purpose with a sense of ease and flow. This new identity just fits you better. I want you to imagine yourself with this identity a day from now, a week from now, a year from now. What used to cause you anxiety now gives you a sense of adventure, exhilaration. You can't wait to try these new things. Maybe you can picture yourself confidently coaching your clients, feeling a deep connection to your purpose and your passion. How these subtle changes have naturally evolved. Self-doubt is self-trust. Get a sense that you're having more fun, more fulfillment than ever before. Can't wait to be more of this version of you. And notice how in this identity, anxiety is not a deterrent. It's like a red rag to a bull. It makes it more appealing, creates more determination. Anxiety will not deter you. It's just a sign that you're venturing out of your comfort zone until it feels comfortable. So take a moment to fully embrace this vision of yourself. Feel the joy, the confidence, the excitement of living in this new identity. And as you do, let this feeling be connected to a location somewhere in your body. Maybe your chest, your temple, your gut. It's not a feeling of anxiety, it's a feeling of deep purpose. Your North Star, letting you know exactly which direction to be sailing towards. And find yourself back on that sailboat, now with a clear sense of where you're heading, and feeling a sense of excitement and passion, while moving in that direction. And then teleport back to that original sandy beach. Not as you were, but as you've become. It is the new identity on the beach now, not the old. And this new identity feels so much better than the last. That's it. It's time to take this new identity, not as an idea, but as who you are at your core. Part of the fabric of your DNA. This is simply who you are. Full of confidence, self-trust, passion, enthusiasm, and nothing will deter you. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Start to connect and calibrate into the here and now. As very soon I count from 1 to 10 to awaken you. And you will awaken feeling resourceful, confident, but existing in a brand new shell. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.